Drink a lot of
And
water. You gotta drink water.
listen, I'm juicing 130, 25, 130 ounces of pure organic juice a day. I've lost weight.
I
I mean,
fasted
I've
today
been
and yesterday. I'm in the same boat.
I've been doing it since about the middle of June, but about 80% of my intake. And if I eat anything, I mean, coconut water. I drink 3 coconut waters today. I drink a gallon of water. And
Wow, you're loaded.
what was that? Yeah, but I feel totally dehydrated. Uh,
Drink water. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't. I quit. I quit everything. I quit everything.
Did you?
Everything. Absolutely. I just quit. I quit. June 7th was my last time I had anything to drink. I quit smoking weed. I mean, I'm just telling you. And now I'm not gonna lie. I smoke 4, 5, 6 cigarettes a day. Some days, I'm not gonna lie. I think the truth needs to be out there. But anyway, I'm trying to get ready, and I'm thinking. I had another show before you, and I was laying in bed. I'm like laid out, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. I just was like, no, I can't do this. And I got an answer, and it was, no, it's not severe detox. I've been doing this. It's not even detox. I'm drinking juice like it's going out of style. Morgan will tell you, giant glass, 24 ounces, and I make 4 to 6 a day.
Dang.
And yeah, but anyway, I tell this lady, I don't know who she is. And I couldn't get out. 10 minutes before, I was like, hey, I can't do this. And she wrote back, okay, blessings. And I think she's mad, but hey, I'm sorry. I can't apologize. And then I thought, oh, well, Diana's coming on. I'm going to make sure that she's good to go. Because last time I canceled on you and you wrote me and you said, I knew this was coming. So I figured, because we met too. So I know we're like, you know what I mean? I figured I better check. And if she says yes, I'm getting up because she's my sister. We're doing this. But as I was trying to get ready, look at the camera. What just happened to it?
You're blurring away.
Okay, wait. I kept hearing this, this tune in my head. Okay, this is not gonna work. All right, 44 in the house. How do you say that in Spanish? 44. Cuatro. 44. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's 40 and 4. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this. Yeah, I know I'm blurry. I kept hearing what's that song? Ground control to Major Todd. Ground control. You ever heard that song? No, you haven't. You're older.
No.
Look, I don't know what's going on with this, but it's really pissing me off. Everything's crazy. Everything's blurry. Okay, I'm just gonna unplug it. I don't know. Oh, was that it?
Just laughing. This is like,
I know this is perfect.
originally is
Okay,
Todd.
I forgot that I did it. What was going on here? Is that going to work? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it is. I just got to take that off. so, what we're talking about? Ground control to Major Todd.
Todd.
Yeah. Then I'm sitting down. I thought, oh my God, you ass! You did a wild solo this morning, and I had forgotten about it right when I walked in the door. Because all these messages were on my phone. I'm like, oh my God, what happened? And then I remembered. And you know what? These messages, these comments, I was looking at them in the bathroom. That's what we do in the bathroom. and all these, everyone's like on it. Like everyone's seems to be at the same spot. Like it's like somebody wrote me and said, we hit the dead end. Right? Anyway, how you doing? Diana, what's happening?
I'm hearing. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, you talk. It's not about me. You talk. I'm just trying to come out of it. Okay. I don't like this camera. I'm gonna try this one again. You keep going. What's been happening? What's going on? How's your beautiful boy? What's
Well,
happening?
I feel like generally I think there's a truth happening, but even though like the past 4 or 3 days I've been a listener and I
Uh-huh.
sort of pulled off that path of my son, but he's very aware. Very, he's connected, so he knows what's going on.
He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
What do you mean he knows what's going on?
He's very intuitive, very connected out there. I just don't want to.
How old is he?
8.
6?
8.
6? 8.
Yeah.
8. Ocho años y hijo. I'm practicing my Spanish. So when you say he's connected, does he talk to you about any of this stuff? Or some of these kids are like talking about all kinds of stuff, right?
He does. He does talk about it, and he's very open about it. He doesn't speak to everyone, but I prefer to keep that.
Hang on. I can't hear you very well. I want to make sure I got all the sound turned off. Oh man. So I didn't hear that last part. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, it's just that when he
Oh, here we go. Much better. I'm listening. Yeah, your mic is a bit quiet. Do you have it sitting on a piece of cloth? Is it your phone?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I have my phone.
No, it's okay. Leave it sitting down. But if you have it, I don't know where the mic is on my old one. The mic was on the bottom. So if you have it, you just got to make sure it's a hard surface.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. This is welcome to Soulogy.
Everyone's watching this. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Let's start over. How you doing? Really? Because I know the thing about you is you just put it out there like really deep too. I saw when you did about a week. You would remember about a week to 10 days ago. It was deep. It was like deep in the heart.
I don't remember. I don't remember anything, honestly.
Yeah.
It just, things come to me, and I've been quiet, and I know that, it's God calling me, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. And the more I just see myself, the more I just do, open up more. And I feel like sometimes I go into that space and I try to help and assist, and then I pull back. But this is why I'm doing the 30-day, get the fuck out of my way.
You are?
To myself. Yes, this is for me, it's like, it's love for me, because I feel like I've transferred into that in January, and then I let go, and then I wasn't seeing the purpose, and then there's just like a lot of individuals have been helping me and like opening up myself a little bit more. And even though like the connection comes from whatever, because I'm a woman, but even though I am that, it just, I've been clearing and clearing, and it just feels a lot more clearer. And then just certain individuals that come in my life, and then this time it was just like a big hit, step away. And
when did this happen though? Like when did your 30 days get the fuck out of my way start? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not the only one. Oh my God. Are you serious?
No, I don't know, Todd. You sound sleepy.
Sleepy? I'm not sleepy. Am I asleep? No.
Yeah.
I'm not sleeping. No, I mean, seriously, you started it today, right?
Well, it started today. I started clearing, and, my chest felt a little pressure, and then just like, I felt, because I wasn't really seeing the picture here, I didn't really see more coming through me. And then like, it's just like forgiveness. There's no shame. I heard that today. Someone said, God does not shame. And I was just like, whoa, it's just me clearing. It's my thought. So I need to remove that. And it's just here and there I get messages. But yeah, I don't meditate like I used to when I was in Saudi Arabia. And then when I came here to the US, there's just like the long pool, like seeing the full thing play. And attachment, you know, and then it's just a letting go of that attachment over and over and over again. And it's just like, I won't give up because I know I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You won't give up. You won't give up.
I will go up, but I won't give up on
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my son is asking.
He's there?
No. Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, no, like it's a strange thing, you know, because I can't open up to a lot of individuals, and I feel like I don't get seen sometimes. And it's not about listening, it's more about listening and trying to assist with this whole collective and ascension. And I just feel like it's been some time that I've just been having that attachment over and over again. And then the process is okay, I'm ready to let go. And I have been letting go, and then just like individuals coming in, and then and that's okay, you know, because we'll learn. And by learning, you know, this is for me, this is my picture, and this is what needs to happen in my process so I can move up there, because I haven't literally, I don't know what I'm talking about now, so I'm just gonna let that go.
This is perfect. It's perfect. Just keep going. Whatever. It's good. I'm
So
staying with. I'm
trying to so me as an individual, and so I get these, I merge into certain things, like you said. I feel like everyone's doing in the bathroom. That's where I work the most, is in the shower. And I feel this connection with the water. I can feel the water running, and I can feel each memory. It just goes further and further and further. And there's just so much downloads I receive there in the shower, the water. It just comes through. It just flows with me. And when I'm right now, because I know I haven't let go. In fact, just, you know, that journey of like letting go, basically. And that's what I've got this far because it was ugly before, and it's the truth, you know. And I can constantly feel things, and it's just like the constant feeling. I felt the call, you know, come to the US. I was doing it for all the wrong reasons, and then I noticed that I was doing it for the right reason. You know, it's just my calling, and I'm grateful for everyone that has assisted me. So yeah. And then my piece is to let go. You know, I just really want to reach there. I really want to reach the strong pool, you know, going beyond the 5D, going beyond the 7D. You know, that's what I want, and that's what I'm here for. And I'm not fucking it up.
Yeah. So what are you having to let go of? Because it'll help other people. That's the reason
I
I'm
think
asking.
the process of letting go in relationships, in fact, thinking of the relationships, thinking of being with someone, you know, being that, having that comfort. And it's a hard thing, you know, like being a single mom, those things do come to mind. They come in, and then you're just like, okay, yeah, maybe I can meet this individual, maybe I can be with this individual, but it's more of a soul connection that you want to connect. And if you don't, and it's the thing is that you have to take away all of the human part of it. And then I know that I'm willing to let go all that I thought was love, to meet love within myself. And it's been happening for me since January. So when I let go, and I thought, okay, this is all the right reasons, but then I realized that these people are assisting me. They're not pulling me into any other part of what the thought is happening, but it's not the thought. The heart needs to connect further, but further within yourself. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
relationship needs to like, and I think really the 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 process, because I had a dream not so long ago about trees connecting and being this connection, this choosing to merge, but two separate individuals still. And like that dream, when these dreams come to me, I can feel that there's more than just the human thought. There's love. And once you reach that, first you have to reach it within yourself. And I know some already done that process, but it's so easy, and I see it everywhere. It's so easy to just get in the relationship because it's the first individual that's ever seen you. But have you seen you? Have you seen your love? And once you reach that you love within, then you can go further. And there won't be that that wall. We're friends, we're everything. And we're not here to have war. But first you have to, within yourself, you have to clear that within yourself so there's no more war. And it's just all around you. You know, love is all around you. It's like the God within, if that makes sense. And this
Yeah.
is what I've been processing, because even through, and I know all of you know the story between me and Abdullah, and I felt the call, you know, like I've never had a strong connection with him. And when I came to you, Todd, when I physically saw you and Morgan, this is one of the first things I said. You know, I said I need to clear out. I don't feel like he is the one. But the reason why I kept saying that was because the one is you, your love.
What was the last part? Because what?
Because the love is you. It's your
Yes.
love. There's no
Yes.
one. There's no connecting to another
Yeah.
you. And it gets foggy sometimes. Like it can get foggy. And it's natural to get foggy. It's natural to be human. It's natural to think of those thoughts. But you have to keep going. You have to keep connecting to yourself, to that one, you, and everything else around you. So it's fascinating, you know, to hear. And that's when I started to, I went into the vegan love connection again, don't hurt animals. And then when I realized, when I was letting go of Abdullah relationship, I realized that I started merging more into another realm in this physical world. And it's like, I don't know, I receive it sometimes. I felt like I was going crazy. And I haven't meditated in a long time. That one time I meditated again, I did leave. And when I returned, it wasn't me anymore. It was like someone came through me and can see more than I can see. It's more like a beautiful, um, beautiful, it's colorful, it's fluorescent. It's more than reaching, you know, like when you reach up there through meditation, you're actually reaching it by seeing it in this physical reality. And first off, you got to do it by clearing yourself inside. And it's not going in another relationship, it's going within yourself, because once you reach that within yourself, you can see beyond, and God loves you. And it's just like, I didn't choose to, you know, I didn't choose to see it at first, but it just comes to you. And then when it comes to you, you have to be at peace with it.
I got you.
I can't hear you.
How's that? You can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can't hear you. You stopped moving.
Oh, I'm still here.
Yeah. Oh, you're good. Okay. Yeah. This is, yeah, they're asking you to bring your mic up a little closer. I don't know.
Oh,
But see,
okay, there you go.
I've come to understand that however these things go, that it's encoded. Everything's encoded, right? Like even the difficulties, even the way your voice was coming in and out, it's encoded. The way you're moving your hands, it's all encoded. So, and listening to you and knowing you already, because we met you in Sedona.
You didn't meet me yet. When
Huh?
you met me in Sedona, I was you met me, but you didn't meet me.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to, no, I forgot. No, I'm kidding. What I'm trying to say is like your energy, your story, you right now in this last, whatever, 20 minutes is like everybody, it's, I don't know. It's almost like this, that's why I said, what are you letting go of?
So it's
But
a constant, I've saw myself, so it's a constant seeing yourself, it's not necessarily alone, but not having an attachment, if that makes sense. And like, I could talk to individuals and I've talked and I'm a girl, so if I talk to individuals, I can communicate, and it's like I can feel certain things, and then it's like I I I merge with their reality a little bit, and then I come back, and like I feel like God always calls me back, come home, and and then it's just the fact that I don't understand all of these things because you don't have anyone to talk to. You're like, what's
okay,
going on?
okay, okay, okay. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. When I asked you, what are you letting go of? I'm really asking everybody. Okay.
I'm
Now,
letting go
here's a
of.
no, 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 no. Here's the thing. Here's what I'm trying to ask you. Okay. Or at least pose a question for all of us, right? As you and I represent that. Okay. Maybe what we're letting go of, we dive so deep into what is love and what is a relationship and what is my role as a parent and as a child and as a this and that and this and that. It's like a fucking ping pong ball, bang, 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 right? Maybe the letting go is that, because if I listen to you and you're just like us, these people don't, in so many words, I see the difference between myself and these people. We hear people say they're not awake, or they can do stuff I can't do. So in each case, they're lower or they're higher.
No, that's
And
not.
and maybe what we need to let go of is all this mental mind fuck. Like
Exactly.
we're like, hey, I met you in Sedona. You said you weren't the same person then as you are now. I'm not the same person I was last night.
Mhm.
So maybe the letting go for all of us is is to I guess, and like I say it, and I know it's a street vernacular, but like, shut the f up and get out of your way, because whatever's happening, it's just like the revelation that you had. You said, okay, I
I,
knew that I wasn't going to be in this relationship because I knew that, in a sense, what you were saying is I knew that love wasn't matching me in some way, but then you came around and said, hey, but it wasn't him, it was me. It was me, it's all me, right? That's what you're saying, right? Isn't it? That's what you're
so
saying.
the fact that I have a hard time communicating, like have communication, right?
Hmm.
And I let the thing is that it's just been so difficult being a mother, and I just have to always like depending on an individual to help to assist in that sense, and just letting go in a fact to let go meditation when you actually meditate, breathe, and expand. And that's what I mean by letting go, is that the full reality here, and just merge her her beauty, real her real essence, because I know there's more than just the same. We all know that. And being there, being her, and just having to, because the thing is that every time I would come with certain individuals, it's like they would tell me certain things like what to do, what not to do, blah, blah, blah. Just be yourself. You know, like that's what I mean, is that I
Yeah.
need to stop coming in contact with people that are programming their fucking world on me when I need to become me. I'm becoming,
Mm-hmm.
you know, do you know what I mean? And then it's just, we all have been there. You found your bliss. I want to find mine. And that's the thing, is that when me wanting that, me wanting to find my bliss, and I'm receiving all this information when I receive it,
Okay.
I don't
Yes.
share it. I'm not an ego in Facebook sharing all the stuff that I receive. Sometimes I do, and I move on. I read other posts, and I find it beautiful that the collective is all sharing and sharing this information. And in fact, in alignment with some information that it's shared, but all is love. And that's what I keep seeing, is that everything is love, no matter who shares what.
Yeah, that's right. And everything is everybody's, right? Like from an energetic standpoint and a literal standpoint, there is no such thing as a copyright or a trademark or this is mine and it's not yours. So these things are like all coming into the field. The other thing with you too that you bring up is like, okay, it's listen to our words. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You said you found your bliss. You were talking to me. I haven't found my bliss. I don't know anybody that's found their bliss. Nobody. And the first time we start saying, oh, I found my bliss, I'm in bliss, what happens? Every freaking time to every single one of us. This is what I'm talking about. It's like we have this constant need to seek and search and seek and search. I think we actually broke through this thing.
Right.
And you know how people say, well, it's already happened in the energetic field and now we just got to let it play out. Well, I don't really totally align with that, but I do think there's an element of truth to it. I think we've done far more work than we've thought, and therefore made far more progress than we thought. And it's
So,
almost like we broke through and we're standing in the middle of it. And because we're still in that, it's like you're running a race and you run through the finish line, and
so
you don't just stop. You don't, you have this momentum and you just keep going. And it's like we haven't, like runners say when they run a marathon, you got to cool down. You know what I mean? You got to like come down a little bit. We've been hauling ass working on ourselves, right?
right. But what
Anyway,
I
just
mean
food
by
for
that
thought.
is that that's true. What I mean by, there's a lot of individuals out there, and I've seen them. I've seen their hearts. I've seen their love, and it's just like they want to say something. They want to be out there. They want to be themselves, right?
Yes.
And that's what I
Yes.
mean. There's some of us out there still that have
Oh,
not
there's
reached.
freaking millions of you. I mean, look at the
There's
last two shows we've had, and the moment that the both of them, they actually had this fear of actually doing it,
right.
and they did it, and
I've
we
been
all witnessed it, and it was
putting
like
it off
mind
for
blowing,
2 years.
right? Right?
Yes, I said I've been putting it off for 2 years. Like I said before to you, you offered it before, and I said I'm just an observer. And you kept asking me. You asked me. I don't know. Morgan asked. I think, I'm not sure. I don't remember quite yet. But yet, I'm just an observer. I keep saying I'm just a listener. I'm just an observer. And I think that in fact that love comes through even as an observer, because I know there's a lot of us out there that just want to speak, but we don't know how to start. We don't know when to say it, if what we're saying is right, because we want to come from love. And it's a jump, to start there. It's a jump. And in fact that I'm you know, sometimes I get upset because I'm like upset with myself, not with anyone else, with myself, because I want to help. How could I help when I have all this stuff happening? So that's why part of it was vegan. You know, let me be vegan. So I don't hurt animals, or you know, and it's like that's part of helping. You know, because if you really merge with an animal, you can feel the consciousness of the awareness of the animal, and it's a beautiful thing. They're fluorescent colors. It just comes out of their third eye, and it's just like the way they look at you, they can see. And but you have to see them. And the same with the plant, and the same with people. And it just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. But I love. And when I'm out of alignment with love, it hurts me. And then we're always in alignment with love. I understand that. That's for everyone. But for me, once I step out of that, it hurts me. It breaks through. And when it breaks through, I'm, you know, sometimes I shake, and I want to help. You understand?
Yeah.
Inner love, that's my alignment. And although you're beautiful as you are, I'm accepting me as well, you know, because some things are coming through. Some people say, oh, that's the not, you know, that's old programming, or that's programming, or it's not. It's a feeling that comes through you. It's not a program, it's a feeling. And once you have that feeling,
And you
and
know
never
what?
look away.
Seriously, Diana, fuck what people think. Okay,
Yeah,
that's part of alignment, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, and that's a harsh way to say it. But if we're thinking about what people think, then we got work to do. Nobody out there. I
I
mean,
with you. Day one.
huh?
It says 30 days. Fuck everyone. Fuck everything. Like, it's just like, let me be, let me play, let me speak. And that's my first day with
Mm-hmm.
Todd Medina.
I got you. Yes. Yes, you're right. That's exactly right. And you're exactly right. And you said, you know, we don't want to say something because we don't know if what we're saying is it. But that's the whole point. The whole point is just do it anyway, right? Just do it anyway, because nobody's putting 100% pure, perfect alignment out there expressed in any form or fashion. Nobody. I've never seen anybody, not even Buddha or Muji or Amma or whatever. It's just no. But
Right.
it's the trajectory of the desire and the action that you're talking about, where you know it's going to come out a little bit shadowed, but you do it anyway. And that's where the magic is, because somebody had the ovaries to do it. And then the next person does it. And the next person, is it going to be shadowed a little bit? Yes, of course. Nobody's shown their ass more than I have in the last few years. You know, it's just, it's okay.
But,
It's okay. It's
and that's
okay.
okay. And even if it comes out that way, even though there is things that I do need to work through, or whatever comes through. And I thank everyone. I'm appreciative to everyone.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
And yeah, that's just, yeah. And I don't know.
And that's okay too. I don't know.
I don't.
In fact, I love it when people say, I don't know. You know, I love it. I love it when they, you know, I'm with you. Well, I think in this regard, and I'm going to be very upfront about this, and I've seen it out there in the last few weeks, and that's people having an issue with things going, you know, things being expressed. And this is not a bad thing. I'm not talking about judgment. I'm talking about dynamics of a changing scenario where they're going, you know, who does that person think they are? Like their shit doesn't stink, you know, like, and that's okay. That's healthy. That's healthy because we take it into ourselves. Like, why am I feeling this way? Or what am I, you know, I learn more from my shadow and the observation of what I perceive as shadow in others than I do by anything I download or someone else downloads and shares with me. Period. End of story. That's just my truth. My truth is I see the shadow. I go, okay, I've got something to go on, something going on. I've had somebody that I knew pretty good a few years ago that kind of, did some things. Like said things on videos, on live videos, about me, about Morgan, about Soulogy. Came back into my field 2 days ago. And I'm looking at it going, why is this person back? What do I have to work on? Oh, I'm definitely not looking at that person like we're equal. I definitely have something going on. And I think a lot of times we bullshit ourselves and we say, oh, they're one, I love them, but fuck them, and try to be funny about it. Or I'm okay, I'm good. This one, I'm okay, I'm great, I am perfect. Everything's great. Yeah, really? Okay. You know what I mean? I mean, I think there's always a degree of imperfection, and that is the perfection of being a human being. And I think what you're saying is you're learning to get to know what that is and who it is, right? Who you are, who you are. This guy Taino from Puerto Rico, he came on a couple of weeks ago, just impromptu, and he said, "We're learning to be a human being." And he said, and here's the thing, we don't even know what that is. I agree with him. I'm learning to be Todd, but I don't even know what that is.
And that's okay. That's the thing that I see about myself. Like when I connect with people open up. And the thing is that I always agree. And when they open up and they always agree, I always agree. That's an issue of mine. That when I agree, I'm actually hurting myself because I don't agree. So I start opening up more, and this is a part of like letting go that no longer serves me. They're there, thank you, you helped me, you assisted me, and now I can see myself and what I've done. Thank you. And like certain things like that I've been going through the process, and it burns at times, but letting it burn, letting it come through, and letting it break through, because you can't. It's just like the crack. When you have that crack open, love comes in, and that's okay. I'm ready, and I've been saying I'm ready for some time, but I can't do it. I can't do this with a relationship. Does that make sense? I can't go into a relationship. I can't. I need time for me personally, so I can.
Yeah. I mean, like our relationship is only going to be as good as it is with ourselves, right? I mean, that's the truth. Now,
that I'm finding.
Do you know how many relationships Morgan and I have had? Do you know how many times that we broke up energetically and otherwise? Nobody knows this stuff. When she went to Australia, you know how many women approached me, alluding, implying. We're writing a new fucking storybook here. Every single one of us is changing the templates that have been brought down before. Who are we to say what a relationship looks like? Who are we? Yeah, you know what I mean? Who are we to say what a human being looks like? The human beings today are not the same ones that were 50 years ago or 100 years ago. We have a massive amount more of information. I mean, I think what I'm trying to get at here is there is not a template for what we're doing, and the entire universe is looking at us going, holy shit, we're on point. We're bringing alignment everywhere through this suffering, through this pain, through this finding alignment, through the stops and the starts and the stops and the starts. And the first time we come out of the door and we go, I'm perfect, I'm okay, I'm good, or we go, you know, we make these statements of absolution on the universal field.
There is
What happens? We get a new revelation. We get a kick in the ass. We get a 2x4 across the head. We get another lesson. And I just, you know, this is what was happening to me this morning. I don't remember a lot of it. I don't remember coming on and doing this solo. I just remember shaking, and I remember like I had levitated over here. I'd levitated and sat in this chair. I think that's what's happening. I think there's things even in the physical functions of the body that, because we're used to walking, the flying is available to us, but we're resistant to the flying because we can't let go of the walking. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like
exactly.
it's so deep. So we're looking at these nuances. You know what I mean? We're looking at these nuances of relationships, and we're looking at how we live our life from a human only level, when there's a superhuman energetic quotient that hits the physical, the mental, the emotional, the etherical, that's waiting there to bust in and take over.
Right. So I agree with you on that. I agree on flying, learning how to fly, and that's what I mean by learning how to follow my own fly, and you know, like I want to like let go and meditate. I haven't done that, and like I've just been walking with it, and I've been feeling. I just feel these things, and I don't meditate. I let go and of meditation before, and now it's like, okay, I need to do this on my own. I don't need distractions. Please get out of my way.
Yeah.
I got to do it on my own. I can't keep, you know, I'm meeting people here and there. You know, like I talk to Abdullah. There's certain things that I'm not in alignment with. If I talk to this person, I'm not in alignment with, you know, because I haven't sat down on my own. I haven't set my ass up off and just shut down and just see her, you know, love her. And I think that, I don't know if that's something that's going on now. Is it just me? But if it's just me, I need that. That's for me.
That's right. That's right. But you know what? I think it is. I think this is what the natives call a spirit walk. A spirit walk, when you go off by yourself, just you and the universe, and it could be for a day, it could be for a lifetime. But what you're talking about is putting yourself first, your spiritual health, right? And that might take the rest of your life. And who knows what that takes. It might mean that you leave for a week and never come back. You know, who knows? This whole thing of the condemnation and the judgment and the attachments. This is what I'm trying to say about the walking and the flying. Now apply that to your role as a mother, or as mine as a partner, or mine with Soulogy, or yours with your work, or whatever. So apply it to that. Am I going, if I'm walking, and that's me being a father, let's say, or me being a partner, and flying wants to come in, right? And flying is being a partner at a whole nother level. Well, I've got to let go of the walking frequency in order for the flying frequency to come in. It's kind of like this. Here's another example. I can't get a passport, okay, in the US. It will take time and serious money because of the system, whatever you want to call it. There's quarantines, there's you can't fly. There's all these obstacles. So if you look at the literal aspect, how could I get to Australia? It's going to have to be through some gangster way, which I got no problem with, but there's these certain paths that are possible. Now, if I can let go of the walking that is, then the flying can come in, which could mean I could get a magic carpet with a genie lamp, okay, on a 5-stick on the floor, with tinted windows, and I could be there in 33 seconds. I mean, there's some type of huge, powerful energy coming in for all of us. I think we broke through to this, but we're we're judging. There's the over analyzation. There's the something wrong thing. What is it that I can fix thing. There's this whole thing about this old thing that we're leaving that served us to get us to this point, but it's no longer necessary. So when you talk about how this comes in for you, I mean, this is how it comes in for everybody. And it's like weird. It's just strange. People are talking about they can't sleep. You didn't sleep last night, right? Even when you lay down and you close your eyes, it's not even sleep. It seems like you know what I mean? I woke up 4 times on the exact hour at exactly 6 or 5, 6, 7. It wasn't 5:01, 5:02. It wasn't. It was 5, 6, 7, 8. What is that? What are these crazy things that are happening? These coincidences, synchronicities, and what is that? There's something here, I believe, and it's like we're trying to get used to it. You know, and I think what you said is great, because if you got to pull away and you got to go into solitude and universal isolation, by God, do it. Right.
Right. So I think personally, and I was reading that if you got a pass, you go to her.
Who?
No, I'm just reading some of the messages here. But you know what?
Hell yeah, I
And
would
I
go
think
to her. I go in a heartbeat. I didn't realize what you said or he said.
no,
Go
you're
ahead. I'm
good.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, and it's just like I've been feeling the shift happening. Like you said, you woke up at 6 in the morning to 3 in the morning, whatever. I woke up at 3:03. I've seen many numbers, 323. I've seen 666, 999. I've seen all the numbers today. I even seen like 1111. Like it's constantly there. It's constantly a reminder. And and that's the thing that, like, even though like this human speaks, because it's very limited on what it wants to say. And I think the reason why it's limited is because I haven't sat my ass up on the floor and meditated. Like you can constantly meditate through breath all day. But me personally, when I reach that state, like meditation, I feel clear and I feel more in alignment with myself. And I know I get distracted. Like if I'm around anyone, I get distracted. So I've found the power in detaching myself. I found that
Mm-hmm.
power. And it's like it's coming through, and then like this detachment, as you say, you will fly to her. And that's a beautiful thing, because you can feel her deeper. You know, you know, when you guys are separated, right? You can feel her. And you're there, like you don't need a physical here with your feet. Well, we all do, right? But you can still feel her and you can connect. And I think that's what's beautiful. And a part of that is, in fact, the experience itself, it becomes deeper. And I think that, that's where I want to head to, is stop my walking and start flying, in a sense.
Yeah. And I think this is where we're getting, Diana. I really do. I think we're in it. I think we're in it, right? Like this ocean of 5D, like this whole plasma field of 5D. But it's these things that we hold on to. I just saw a great comment, and this is a great example. Okay, this lady, where is it? Athena Divine. Okay, here's perfect. I went into isolation for a year, and thank you for this comment. And please bear with me on my comment on the comment. I went into isolation for a year. I have healed my anxiety and depression. Bingo. Then the next statement. I am totally merged with my spirit. Okay. Now, I walked the streets for 2 years, 10 years ago. I was in a constant and forced and chosen constant meditation, literally all day long, walking down the street most of the time. Okay. I healed. I said, I did what she did. I healed myself in many ways.
Right.
And the truth is what she said. What did she say? I'm fully merge with my spirit. Hang on a second. We have something going on here.
But
Hang on, Fiona. So
did
I
you feel
I
it?
did too. I did too. We all did too. My point is this, but the minute we think we're done,
Not.
this is what I'm getting at. There is no done, but
No,
there is no okay, but so what she's saying to me anyway is right. Right? Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that the merging is done. But if we think that we're done, we've got another thing coming because it never stops. It doesn't even stop when we leave here, right? So there's something about the consciousness, the cognitive, the logical, the rational, the figuring this shit out that is keeping us in the walking frequency when the flying frequency is readily available.
Right.
And I just think that what you're talking about and what this lady has done and what we've all done it is actually the new vehicle. But if we have to construct it and define it and frame it up and hold on to and say, okay, this is what I did, then we can't fly. It's the other thing too, is it's like,
you can fly while you're walking too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure we can. We're like those, those cars that are boats. You know what I mean? I saw one the other day. Somebody had a big monster truck and the cops came because they went to the boat ramp and the guy says, this is a boat. So he goes in and it's a boat. And then, like chitty chitty bang bang, it flies. You're probably right. But how are we going to know if we continue to limit ourselves?
No limitation though. That's the thing, is when you start limiting yourself, and that's the thing is I always learn. And this learning process that I'm going through right now is trying to connect with everything around me, the consciousness and everything around me. I'm not saying that this is for everyone. I'm saying this is for me, and this is what I'm learning, right? And I know, and it's a beautiful thing to actually see with your third eye throughout the whole day. It's like I'm constantly high. It's like I'm constantly smoking weed or LSD or something, and I'm not. I don't touch those things, but I have in the past, not now, not like present. It's been an experience that I experienced, and I'm back. But it's a beautiful thing to constantly be on LSD in the reality and on this earth realm. It kind of feels, the funny thing is that it feels like I'm in the 5D while I'm walking. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like it's not even flying, but you can go more places while you sit and you climb and you fly and you're out there, right? Because I've been there. I know what it feels like. And but it's an interesting thing that I'm learning now, because I'm able to see transparent through humans and their body. And I'm able to heal through the walking. Does that make sense? Like, not me, heal another individual, and everyone has their own thing going on and what they do. And I think
this is where and I got in I put something up the other day and I got minimal pushback, but I got a little pushback. See, this is a perfect example to me. All right. And I think more than anything, the best thing we can do is have these conversations, right? Not for someone to be right, so we can find a higher and better, more refined path together.
Right.
All right. Because it just reeks of unity consciousness. It reeks of oneness to be able to step into a place where nobody has to be right. But you see, I get messages every day. I come on all the time. Sometimes I'm not exactly like today. I mean, I'm discombobulated. I just crawled out of bed. You saw me before we came on camera. I mean, my hair's all wild. I'm like crazy. I'm like, took me 10 minutes to land. So I get these messages from people. Let me send you healing. I can heal you. Here's what's wrong with you. Okay. And quite frankly, I understand and I respect everybody's reality. Okay. But
I don't do that.
here's the
I do,
thing.
I
But
do it
none.
silently.
But okay. It's not a thing about defense. It's not anything like that. It's a conversation because we know we're all the same,
Right.
right? So if one person can do one thing, then and it becomes such a differentiation that it's just fucking separation, no matter how you slice it. Now, what I'm trying to say is,
Mm.
let me give you an example. Morgan, in her infinite wisdom, right? And Morgan is a human being. This is the best part of all of us as a human being. She
Mm.
gets sick. This is 3 years ago. You know, she gets sick for like a week. She's like really sick. I said, I'm going to send you healing. She said, don't send me healing. Send it to yourself. I thought, well, wow, you know, like you don't even,
But
you know, but hang on.
mm,
But she's right. She's right. Jesus didn't heal people. Jesus reflected themselves to them. Now, if someone calls me and says, I want to send you healing, I might say, yes, I accept. Placebo effect. You go to the doctor and it works. You go to the doctor, they hand 10 people a pharmaceutical and 10 people a salt tablet. And 9 of the 10 people that take the pharmaceutical get healed, and 9 of the 10 people that take the placebo get healed. Okay, so it's the energy of, I guess we could call it belief. If you believe in yourself, it's done. Now you just got to find someone who believes in you or believes it's possible, right? So
but
this is
healing.
this is one of the changes I think that's happening, that people start to understand that it's all self-contained, that serving this whole thing that we've come out of, and there's been so much of it, and you're seeing people that are practitioners take a change just like everything else. In other words, it's too much of our identity. It's too much of our identity. Just like if I channel so and so, and that's it, you know, or I was so and so in a past life, or my trauma, I'm attached to my trauma. It's the same thing. It's too much of our identity. So this new space we're in, all of these things are gone. You know what I mean? We have a soul signature. It comes through. That's us. That's the unique piece of universal real estate that no one else has. Each a unique and equal soul, but each having a different signature. And all these identities that we've taken on, including healer, including star athlete, including great husband, and all these other things, whatever they are, they're the things that are dying. I died today. I died today. I died tonight. I had lucid dreams of nothing but death. Now, does that mean I'm going to die? No, but I woke up today going, what if you did? I feel like I'm dying. What would you do? Well, who would you talk to? What would you say? How would you change? And then what I got out of it was, well, then keep this frequency with you in each and every moment.
Right.
Because it's not about dying, it's about living.
Living.
In this in getting used to this new whatever this is.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's the part of the reason why I'm keeping my space from individuals, because I feel like I'm dying, and the death is just becoming more and more and more. And I know it's like, what would you do for love? For everything, I will die. I will take care of myself. I love myself all the way, because loving myself in this physical body is loving you, and that's how I heal you. Not healing another individual, is healing myself and working on myself on constant reminders. Hey, Diana, this is in alignment with you. This is not. And when you walk in that light, that love in you, I already healed you. I don't need to do anything to you. I don't need to tell you I need to heal you. Just by being present with you, I'm healing you, because we're working together here. You're seeing me, and I'm healing too while you speak.
Exactly. It's an alignment.
It's an alignment, and it's an exchange.
It's an
And it's
alignment.
one love. There's no separation.
It's emerging.
Yes.
It's an alignment. Okay, so even saying healing, is another
why
example.
it comes to
Forgiveness,
you,
forgiveness, healing. I love you, as in the way we've said I love you. I mean, there's so many things that are great examples and metaphors
right?
that
But
we can look at and say, well, if I'm acknowledging this in my field,
mhm,
okay, then it still exists. And if it still exists, I'm in the walking frequency, and the flying frequency can't come in. You know, and I'm a big believer too that this is happening. Now, even if I resist it, even if a group of us resist it, it's happening. And to me, this whole thing about ease and grace, or let go or be dragged, says it all. You know, and I don't know. You started out talking about how it was a very individual thing, and I think that's really where it starts and where it stops, because everybody's different. But I do feel like that talking about these things, to
but
your point earlier, people
I
coming
don't
out
have to
and
send it
just
out as
saying how
a
they
collective.
feel, you
I
know,
don't have to send it out as a collective thing. That's why I always say myself, because it's not. If it is for you, well, me going live now, everybody's receiving this information, which is interesting, you know. But um, Todd, I've seen myself, and I know that I can reach higher, and I know that I can die every day, and I know that I can keep going. I don't have limitations. I don't have limitation. I don't limit myself. I keep death on my side, and I wake up every day.
mm,
So that is the best part of all of us. You know, is that we're all here to assist, and I learn, and I observe, and I hear, and I listen. It's not an ego thing. I don't have an ego right now. It's my ego. If it is there, if it's not there, I don't care what it is, if it's labeled or not. I'm flying, and that's the thing that I said I'm gonna do 30 days. Today, I actually meditated, and I felt good, but I also feel death coming through, which is okay. And I knew that doing this live with you would expose a lot of the things that I'm going through, but I don't care. Let it be
that's right.
exposed,
That's
because
it.
it's not an exposure. I'm sharing, and whatever I'm sharing comes through for everyone. And by you saying things, by you speaking and aligning and unaligning my own words, I'm seeing you. And thank you.
I'm being unaligned too. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is people stepping up and talking. Look, I write this post today. I got this major download. I come in here and do this thing. I can't even afford to think about what I did this morning, because I would butcher myself.
Right.
I would destroy myself. I would condemn myself. But that's the basic thing. You know, look at the gift of this COVID. Okay. What does it show me? It shows me that I put on mask. It shows me because I don't want people to see the real me. It shows me that I vaccinate myself because I find external things and change my DNA through them by my own choice. I quarantine myself because I don't want to go out there and get jiggy with the world because I'm scared of it. You know what I mean? I mean, what I'm trying to say is that you know, you said it about letting go, and that's why I kept asking you, what are you letting go of, right? And I'm asking that for all of us. And you froze and turned into some kind of creature. I think she's frozen. I think she's gone. So, and let me say this too. My brother Adam, everybody sees his stuff out there. He's got some unique stuff. Everybody has unique stuff, okay? But you know, this to me is, and we had a conversation the other night. It was an excellent conversation. But look, he said she's 30% activated. Somebody says that to me, I'm going to say, how do you know? Who are you? It might be true in your reality, but it's no different than somebody hitting me up and going, hey, you need healing. hey, you're out of alignment. Well, that may be true, but my thing is, I respect everybody's reality. I absolutely understand Adam at an energetic basis, but my sovereignty is my sovereignty. And we've all been subjected to the power of suggestion and the fear-based programming and the death programming through that. We choose to accept what we want. And this is what she's talking about, taking that time, being alone, figuring this shit out. These are all, that's why I said, these are all, everything is being presented to us so we can figure this shit out. And I admire Adam. I admire anybody that puts their stuff out there because of the effort, because having the ovaries and the balls to put it out there and identify with what you feel your purpose and purposes are, rather than sit back and do nothing and point fingers. We need everybody to step up and say what they feel. It's not going to be 100%, and we're not always going to agree, but it's all relevant and we'll all get there. But the more information that we have, the better our decisions will be in terms of reaching a higher alignment and reaching it together. So, it's kind of like this. When I first woke up, I said, where's, and I started having interactions. I said, where's Jesus in all this? And because I was talking to like disincarnated souls, relatives that died. And I thought, okay, well, if I can do this, where's Jesus? Jesus appears. Jesus and Mary Magdalene take me to the hills of the Dead Sea, go into a cave, pull out a baby, and they're holding she's holding the baby in her hands. And then they tell me a story about this child. And they said, it's you. You're our son. Now that's my code and communication from the universe. But I'm not going to go out and I don't believe it in literal terms. I believe it in energetic terms. We're dealing with energy here. If I feel aligned with something I've received, whether I tell people or don't, then that's my truth. That's my power. That's my superpower. And the same goes for everybody else. But how are we going to get there if we're not stepping up and sharing what we have? What's there to be afraid of? And what's there to lose? We tried everything else. Anyways, I guess she's not coming back. This was a tough show to do. All right. And I'm not saying that for you to feel like sympathy for me. What I'm trying to say is this is what we all contend with every day. Nothing's going to change. The energy is going to keep coming. And we're going to be faced with, do we quarantine ourselves? Do we put a mask on our face? Or do we energetically vaccinate ourselves from some external energy? It's not about the big bad wolf and the fear programming and this pandemic. It's about the energetics behind it. And it's probably the greatest gift we've ever been given. And we all had a part of it. Okay. Do the best we can. Love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody. And we'll talk to you later. Maybe come back tonight. I don't know. We'll see what happens.